Hey, Sandwich Apple, I'm doing alright. Yeah, Zelda's birthday is just a mod. Alright, this time I will get the shield. These side hops, dude. Thanks for the 13-month resub, Handfoot. Yeah, this was totally made in that Zelda Maker game. I have no idea how you're supposed to find that heart piece. I found it by cheating. I hate the lag spikes. I actually don't think Zelda Maker would be a really good idea at all, because it'd just be too complex for most people to really do anything good with. Or it'd be like extremely simple. Well, Mario Maker, like the thing about Mario Maker is the concept is simple enough that it can still be there can still be a lot of variety without it being too complex for most people. But Zelda, I don't think it'd work that way. I guess that's true, Sock Boulder. Oh wait, gotta make sure I store jump slash here. Well, I figured out I can skip the block pushing in this room last night. If I do this really fast. The blinking dots are my button inputs. The debug ROM displays button inputs like that, so the blue is my A button, the green is my B button, and then there's C buttons and stuff. So lighting this torch makes the fire go down around right here. And then those guys spawn, and I need to kill those guys to make this chest appear. But the fire's gonna come back up in a second, so what I need to do is relight my stick and wait for this torch to go out. And then relight it, so the fire's gonna go away again, and then I can go back to the next room after getting the key. And this room is completely useless. There's nothing in this room. These iron knuckles are nothing but a distraction. Ugh. Yeah, that bomb, there's a bomb placed in that room that's specifically set to trigger as soon as you enter the room to activate the iron knuckles. Thought I wasn't gonna make it. Found a really small time saver in this room last night. If you actually push this block closer, then you can jump straight to it from this block and not have to climb up. Nice. Time saver. I always try to beat the spikes, and I never do. I know it's possible, but I'm bad and didn't practice it. This Romhack was made by John Smith account like 7 years ago. It basically is the only decent OOT ROM hack, unfortunately. So there's this big block puzzle. You're supposed to like stack a bunch of blocks together, but you can skip it by pushing this block to the very edge. Is that it? Or no, one more? I'm probably storing extra jump slashes that I don't need to. Wow, that was weird. Voyager, if you've never played Master Quest, then I guess Voyager of Time is probably alright, but if you have played Master Quest, it's kind of pointless, because most of the dungeons are almost identical to Master Quest, and it's just overworld stuff that's changed. I will get him. I don't know what that dungeon is called, or if it even has a name. It probably doesn't. So some of you might have heard of the new ledge cancel glitch that was found like a week or two ago. Not gonna work. It actually has a pretty big use in this game. You can use it to go straight through this rock and go in the grotto there. There's a grotto under that rock and it leads to Gerudo Valley, and normally you're not supposed to be able to get here until after you beat the third dungeon, which is the last dungeon. and you get the hammer, and you use the hammer to break the rock to get here. And here is where you get bomb chews, which is you're not supposed to get until very late. But you can get bomb chews early. And alright, didn't get caught good. I don't know why you sometimes get caught there. I think it's just like random. Because I couldn't find a consistent way to do it or not do it. Did I forget something? I feel like I might have forgotten something. Because I feel like I saved a surprising amount of time there. Yeah, I did watch Big House 5. It was alright. The bomb chews are really big. You're not supposed to get them until like near the end of the game. And so there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with them. Please don't give me a lag spike here. Almost did. Please stop lag spiking. So there's supposed to be this barrier that prevents you from going to Lake Hylia from Gerudo Valley, but you can still mega flip to the loading zone. Normally you're just supposed to get caught. And so this new version of Lake Hylia, it's supposed to be like a digging spot, so most of it is flattened, except there's a very steep slope near the entrance to what used to be Water Temple, which is supposed to be like where they're digging. First try. So here's another use of ledge cancel. So they're digging down to the entrance of where Water Temple was in normal OOT, but in this game it's actually Ice Cavern. So there's red ice in front of what is supposed to be Ice Cavern, and you can just ledge cancel your way through it. You're not supposed to get here until you get the bottle and get blue fire. You get blue fire from Dampé's grave, but obviously I don't care about the normal way. I can crouch tab that? Well then. Are you serious? No! I lost time because I found a new strat. Come on. I pressed A and I didn't jump slash. Oh my god, please stop. That was close. Only 20 rupees, that's kinda bad. So you need to kill all the enemies in this room to unlock the bars to that room in front. But I'm not going there yet, I'm gonna go there in a minute. First I need to go to this upper room. So this room, there's actually a one-sided bar door in front of the the entrance, so you actually can't get out of this room until you finish the puzzle in this room. On. Also, there's 3 heart pieces in Ice Cavern. All 3 of them, well, 2 of them normally are supposed to require blue fire. 1 of them is supposed to require you beating the dungeon already, which was the one I just got, because it requires slingshot. But all 3 of them you can just boomerang to get early. So this chest is surrounded by red ice, and you can just open the chest anyway. And then getting all 5 rupees lets me get out of the room. And then here's the last heart piece. Again, just getting it with boomerang, skipping red ice or blue fire. Come on. Any percent in this game is 3 minutes long. So normally you're supposed to do a big puzzle here to go to the room you normally get iron boots in normal OOT. And then you get blue fire from there, and then you can use it to get the boss key and finish the dungeon. But since I already got the boss key, I can just go straight to the boss. Skipping the whole big puzzle there. Ledge cancel saves 1 minute in normal OOT 100% by allowing you to skip the Shadow Medallion cutscene, but that's it. I already have what I need equipped. So the Baronade fight is slightly more tricky in this game because I want to kill Baronade as close to that Song of Time block as possible, because this is not going to be good. Oh my god. Yeah, that's not good. So when Baronade dies, instead of dropping a heart container, it actually drops just a big block, and you're supposed to push that block over to the Song of Time block to grab the chest. And so I want to kill Baronade as close to that as possible, but that didn't work out. Nice. So this takes me back to Hyrule Field, and now I need to go to Lon Lon Ranch, but I need to wait for night. So I'm actually just going to be sitting in front of Lon Lon Ranch for a little bit. Lon Lon Ranch is where I'm going to get the bottle and another heart container. So there's this quest in Lon Lon Ranch where, at night, a bunch of Wolfos are attacking Cuckoos. And so the guy at the ranch wants you to kill all the Wolfos at night. And there's a lot of them. I'm trying to use C up here to reduce lag, but I don't actually think it reduces any lag. The random lag spikes are just the fault of the debug ROM. Actually, yes, Audie, I have a new strat now that should be a lot better and consistent. Nice, good shot. So there's actually a neat strat to this. So I use a Hess to basically spawn all the Wolfos as soon as possible. Alright, there we go. Anyone else? No. Ugh. I want that Deku Nut drop. Oh no. I think it might actually be better to spawn that Wolfos last. Oh my god. My god, I can't attack them. Alright, that was really good. No, 000 doesn't work with the Wolfos. Fortunately. Oh, actually, I remember. I found a cool little strat yesterday. Check this out. Alright, that was kind of bad, but... Alright, that barely saved any time. I chose the wrong file. File 1 on the debug ROM is always a map select file. And as far as I know, there's no way to play this on a not debug ROM. That's why I have to play on file 2. So here in the graveyard in this grave, there's a Deku Stick upgrade. Only reason I need to come here to the graveyard. Gives me a full 30 upgrade. There's actually another Deku Stick upgrade in Lake Hylia, but because the 30 stick upgrade is the highest, you can just skip it. There's something weird with stick upgrades, like a certain type of stick upgrade will like give 10 to whatever your last amount was, and then the other kind will just give you 30 instantly. It's the same way in OOT too, like, oh my god, if you get the forest stage upgrade before ever getting Deku Sticks, it'll immediately give you 30. So it's kind of weird, and they just happen to, oh my god, put in that kind of stick upgrade in the graveyard. And so this place might look familiar. It's the Oceanside Spider House from MM ported over to OOT with a few small changes. I need to see what's in these pots. These might have, yes, okay. That's really good. I'm always worried about my seed count, because I want to use a lot of Deku Seeds in here, but I also need to get a Slingshot upgrade later on, and I usually waste almost all my seeds in here. Man, you guys are so hilarious. So you still get the Skulltula rewards the same as normal, up to 30, like in normal OOT, but you have to leave and reload the room if you're in a room when you pass the 10, 20, or 30 range. That's why I have to leave and re-enter this room so I can get my reward. What makes this Romhack better than any other is lack of competition. There is hardly any completed OOT Romhacks. Many Romhacks have been started and not finished. Alright, hopefully this is 30. 29. Not missing one in here. I might be missing one in here. I am missing one in here. Where is it? I didn't grab the last. Oh my god, are you kidding me? I even killed it, I just didn't grab the token. Need to leave and re-enter the room again just to make sure that I actually get the reward. I didn't. Or a jump slash. No. So once you kill all the gold Skulltulas and you kill the 2 regular Skulltulas in here, you get this. And this chest is a pendant, which is supposed to be your gift to Zelda. And so there's actually a blue warp at the top of this room. You can go up the stairs past the waterfall, which is now gone. And that leads you to one of the endings, going to Zelda's birthday. But that's not the ending we get in 100%. And now for the most exciting part of the run. So, in Hyrule Field, there is a bunch of enemies. The creator of this Romhack thought it would be a great idea to just spam a bunch of enemies in Hyrule Field, which is the reason it lags so much. And there is a reward for killing all of the enemies. It's a heart container. So I have to kill all of the enemies in Hyrule Field to get this one heart container. And the really difficult part about it is there's a bunch of Lizalfos, and the enemy, there's 3 enemies. There's Pose, Tektites, and Lizalfos. The Pose and Tektites are not a big deal. The Lizalfos are, because the Lizalfos, every single Lizalfos right now on the map is coming towards me. So they're always moving. So it's really hard to track them all. But luckily I did find a strat that is pretty good at getting them all in a reasonably good time. Also, I'm RBAing. I want to RBA a Poe here to get some bomb shoes back, because bomb shoes help a lot in this section and also a little bit later on. Mainly I can use them for Hessen, which makes this section a lot more bearable. Luckily, the lag does start to go away with the more enemies I kill. So, and luckily there's like a huge batch of enemies I kill about halfway through, so like the second half should be there should be much less lag. I did crouch dead. So if you watched yesterday, this was a pretty bad disaster because it was really hard to find the last Lizalfos. But I came up with a better strat that should be a lot more consistent, and I shouldn't be losing the Lizalfos anymore. Because right after I kill this Tektite, there should be a pretty large group of Lizalfos gathering. Yeah, it's working out perfectly. And so a bunch of Lizalfos are going to gather in this general area. There's one down there. I'll get it later. I didn't need that Hess anyway. Okay, so all of the annoying Lizalfos are pretty much gone. The rest of the Lizalfos I need to kill are all in pretty much set spots. Bad. Where is he? There. No, the lag is entirely game related, not PC related. I need SS. Oh my god. Alright, this didn't go quite as well as I wanted. Optimally, I would be able to get into Zora's River before it turns day. This is still pretty decent. Actually, no, that was still pretty good. Could have been a little bit better. So that spawned the chest. That chest has a heart container in it, which I'll be getting later on, because I don't want to go all the way across Hyrule Field right now. Then I've got to clean up some stuff in Zora's River. There's this chest, which has a Deku Nut upgrade. And then there's another heart container partly up the river. Nice. Oh my god. Can I do the risky strat? Bad idea. Alright, this is kind of sloppy, but whatever. You're normally supposed to use a Cucko to get here, but obviously a Mega Flip works just fine. And then in this grotto, there is the heart container. Then I need to get past the waterfall with the old Mega Slide Hop. And instead of Zora's Domain here, there is Zora's Fountain, which is actually the fishing pond. Skater, does that use hover boots? Because if so, no. Oh god, a small fish is coming too. Please don't bite. Although actually, I've tried super sliding from the DC mouth before, and I've never gotten it to work, so I am interested in seeing that. Fishing's dumb. Why is... I need to make this guy run away, okay. No, there's a lot more fish in the lake. It's just that the lake is so big that the fish are more spread out, so it looks like there's less. It's just the fact that the pond is bigger. Are you serious? Oh my god. That's actually really bad because now my rupee count is... My rupee count really sucks now because I had extra rupees in case I burned my shield in the final dungeon, and now I don't have enough. Which means, I mean, if I don't burn my shield, I'll be fine, but if I do, then I'm in trouble. Come on. Please. I think I'm just gonna do a safe strat and get some extra rupees before entering the last dungeon. Whoops. Almost lost my heart piece. So there's only actually 4 heart pieces in the game, and all the other hearts are all heart containers. So that's all the heart pieces. Nice. Hello? My chew count is actually really bad. I'm just gonna play it safe and get some extra rupees before going in the bottom of the well. It's only gonna cost me a few seconds though, because I have to either Cucco Dive or Navi Dive, and Cucco Dive... Normally Cucco Dive would be faster, and I'm just gonna opt with Navi Dive. But Navi Dive's not really gonna be that much worse, because I don't have to watch the Cucco cutscene then. Also, I'm supposed to enter here with a jump slash so that I have 0 speed going in, and that way I don't fall out of bounds like that, but I forgot. And so this is the last dungeon, bottom of the well, which is repurposed to be a fire dungeon. And you also start in the basement. So the first thing I need to do is kill all the enemies here, which will spawn the boss key chest. Now is any percent 3 minutes long? I can show you how later on. Hello? Please come down. So now, normally to get that boss key chest, you have to go through the entire dungeon and hit this one switch. And that switch raises a pillar that allows you to reach the boss key chest because it's on top of another pillar. But if you side hop back down to the basement in that same way I just did with that same camera position, the boss key chest spawns inside the pillar. And so you can just get it like this. Just need to kill that guy so he doesn't annoy me. So there's a key in one of the holes in the wall there. You can just boomerang to get. You normally need to like do some puzzle to open a gate, but just boomerang. This boomerang can go through the gate for some reason if you throw it in a certain way. And that switch is to lower the water, which allows me to go in here. I was just randomly slide hopping down and it happened to work like that. I didn't like do some theory crafting or something. I just did a slide hop down and then noticed, there's someone in chat noticed that when I got in front of the pillar my A button said open and I'm like, wait, what? And then I just tried to recreate it and then I did the thing. So that's the hammer. It works completely normal as child. In normal OOT, if you try to use the hammer as child, it's invisible. If you get lucky, when you get hit by that, you go flying all the way to the door. Alright, didn't get my shield burned. That's really good. But yeah, the hammer is completely visible and usable as child. Really neat. Now I just gotta get past this without getting my shield burned and I'm good. Okay. And there's one last item in here I need to get. I found most of the tricks. I don't know about most. I found some tricks. Some other people found some tricks. Not a whole lot of people exactly like research this game. I'm gonna equip the Hylian shield just for safety so I don't burn my shield again. Flag. That other item in the inventory that looked weird was the pendant. It's the pendant of memories from MM, but redone for OOT. And it's supposed to be one of the gifts that you give to Zelda for her birthday. So Volvagia is the same as normal OT, except done as child. Oh no. This is not gonna kill, but I can't waste my last bomb shoe. Well, one extra cycle. Please go down. Why is he taking so long? Bad. Whatever, I'm not gonna lose time, or at least not a whole lot. The same thing happened in my PB too. And so as soon as you start opening the chest is when the blue warp appears. And then in the chest you get the Ocarina, which is another one of the gifts for Zelda that was stolen. No, Raining Chain, that guy doesn't give you a heart piece. It's the same guy that is supposed to give you a heart piece in normal OOT, but he doesn't give you anything. And so this is the Zelda's Lullaby cutscene, basically. Yeah, there's plenty of typos in this. I don't know, Pasher. It took me a year before I was able to get it first try consistently. And it warps you back to Hyrule Field, and now finally I can get this chest. Get this heart piece. And I'm gonna try something risky. Oh, I missed it. Whatever. There's a gate blocking the entrance to Market, but you can jump slash past it. Jump slash recoil past it. Which I was trying to do. And so the shooting gallery is still here like normal, so I gotta get the last slingshot upgrade. Good equips. And so you cannot do dot skip in this game because there is no Door of Time. There is a gate that only opens when you play Zelda's Lullaby. And so there is no Master Sword either. There's a chest where the Master Sword's supposed to be. And in this chest you get the invitation to Zelda's birthday. Shoutouts to TK. If I had more chews, I would Hess, but I was bad and wasted all my chews. And so this gate is not the gate to Death Mountain Trail in this game, it is the gate to Hyrule Castle. And here in Hyrule Castle you cannot be caught by the guards, they are all nice and friendly. And in Zelda, in the courtyard here, or in the Hyrule Castle area here, there's this wall. So I'm not going to, I could go directly to Zelda's birthday, which would be the normal ending. But behind this wall is actually where the real Master Sword is. And so there's actually multiple different endings to this game. And this is the ending that... Oh my god, I'm so used to the camera being to the side there. This is the ending that we get in 100% because this is the ending with the most items because you get the Master Sword in this ending. And so when you get the Master Sword, this guy says you were like sent to the Sacred Realm or something and then you gotta go fight Ganon. So yeah, time to go fight Ganon. Yes, familiar. Again, this is just like a fan-made Romhack. There's gonna be plenty of typos. And so this Ganon fight is basically the same as normal OOT. Except there's no Zelda. So you can't accidentally talk to her when you're trying to grab the Master Sword. Oh my god, dude. I want to skip ISG. I have a bunch of sticks. Oh man. I did it. Whirl Ricky. And so that is Zelda's birthday 100%. This run was actually pretty decent aside from fishing and wasting my bomb chews. And then so most of the credits play normally. I'll just speed this up to get to the somewhat interesting part. It's like half the credits are normal, and then there's a twist ending. Goes after this part. So after that, you get, it's like you get the Triforce and you get a wish or something, and you wish to see the future. Thank you for pointing out every single typo, chat. And so this is what you see for the future. It's where adult Link meets Nibiru at Hyrule Castle. So the idea behind this ending is that this was actually supposed to be a teaser for Zelda's Birthday 2. And in Zelda's Birthday 2, the story was supposed to be Nibiru was not invited to Zelda's birthday, and so she got mad and took over Hyrule Castle. And that was the story for Zelda's Birthday 2, but it was never made. And so that's it. Now someone asked about the normal ending. Do you guys want to see an any % run now? Of course you do. Let's do an any % run. And then you guys can see the normal ending. Alright, I'm just gonna use these splits. I'm just gonna start the timer. Alright, so any % is pretty crazy. Thank God the intro for this is so short. 36 seconds. Alright, so first thing you want to do is you break this box and you get a Deku Stick. And you now have all the items needed to beat the game. So from here you want to go to Hyrule Castle, and normally Hyrule Castle you're not supposed to be able to get to until... Okay, I was worried I was going to fall in the river. You're normally not supposed to be able to get to Hyrule Castle or to Market until you beat the first dungeon, because there's a big gate blocking the entrance to Market, and you're supposed to hit a switch in the water with Boomerang to enter. But you can skip that gate. Hyrule Field is very laggy because of all the enemies. So you do a jump slash recoil at the top of the chains, and you get into market. So that skips the first dungeon. And now when you try to go to where Hyrule Castle normally is in regular OOT, it's supposed to be like the Hyrule Castle ruins in this game. It's basically the Ganon's Castle map in regular OOT. And so this is supposed to be where you enter the third dungeon, and so there's a check for beating the second dungeon here. This gate is supposed to go down when you kill all the enemies in this area with Slingshot. Oh my god, I really did that. So you're supposed to kill all the enemies here with Slingshot to make this gate go down, but you can just side hop around the gate. And so that skips the second dungeon. And now the fairy fountain is blocked off. You're not supposed to be able to access it, but they didn't change the entrance value or anything, so you can squeeze through these 2 blocks to get to the fairy fountain. And then when you exit the fairy fountain, it takes you back to Hyrule Castle. And so that skips the third dungeon because you normally don't need the invitation to get to Hyrule Castle. But obviously that was skipped. And so now, oh my god. Yes, I'm here for Zelda's birthday. And then you just gotta enter this door. Stop the timer. Oh my god, whatever. Okay, that was a really bad run. That run should be under 3 minutes, or just about 3 minutes. But anyway, here is Zelda's birthday. The birthday party with Milan and Rudo. And you show up without any gifts. And they have a nice little birthday party. And that's the end of Zelda's birthday. Very exciting.